Welcome back to Demolition Worker, where we tackle the toughest environmental disasters. Today we deploy the mighty Skimmer Force fleet. Once the dangerous crude oil is safely contained within floating booms, the real mechanical cleanup operation must immediately begin worldwide. Heavy-duty oil skimmers enter the contaminated zone like giant aquatic vacuum cleaners ready to suck up the toxic sludge. These specialized marine vessels are engineered perfectly to separate the thick crude oil from the ocean water with extreme precision. Watch closely as the massive rotating discs slowly spin through the dark water, attracting the sticky crude oil instantly today. The unique oleophilic material on these spinning discs allows the oil to stick perfectly while the clean water easily escapes. As the giant discs rotate upwards, sharp mechanical scrapers efficiently peel the thick black layer of crude oil right off. The scraped crude oil directly falls into a central collection trough, ready to be pumped out of the contaminated ocean. Meanwhile, other specialized skimmer vessels utilize a continuous conveyor belt system to drag the heavy sludge out of the water. This heavy-duty conveyor belt plunges deep into the dark slick, pulling the thickest tar directly onto the recovery ship. Powerful onboard rollers squeeze the collected oil from the thick fabric belt, dropping the toxic waste into massive holding tanks. High-capacity industrial pumps immediately activate, roaring with incredible mechanical power to transfer the collected sludge to massive logistics ships. You can hear the deafening roar of massive diesel engines working relentlessly against the harsh conditions of the open sea. Thick black hoses connect the small skimmer vessels to the gigantic floating storage tankers waiting nearby in the safe zone. The incredible pumping system must maintain continuous high pressure to move the highly viscous liquid through the long rubber hoses. Every single gallon of recovered crude oil represents a tiny victory for the fragile marine ecosystem struggling beneath the surface. However, the environment cleanup operation faces a massive challenge as the relentless midday sun beats down upon the ocean surface. Intense heat causes the floating crude oil to evaporate rapidly, leaving behind a significantly thicker and much more stubborn residue. The remaining oil quickly transforms into a dense, sticky tar that heavily resists the standard mechanical pumping and skimming processes. This extreme viscosity forces the heavy machinery to work twice as hard, pushing the industrial engines to their absolute limits. To overcome this frustrating obstacle, specialized heating elements are activated within the skimmer heads to melt the hardened crude oil. The sudden introduction of intense thermal energy quickly liquefies the stubborn tar, allowing the industrial pumps to operate smoothly again. Thousands of gallons of toxic sludge are continuously drawn out of the ocean, filling the massive steel tanks incredibly fast. The sheer scale of this mechanical operation is truly breathtaking, demonstrating the incredible power of modern environmental recovery technology today. Deep inside the logistics ship, advanced centrifugal separators perform the final crucial step of dividing the remaining water and oil. This precise internal mechanism spins the mixture at extremely high speeds, using gravity to pull the heavier water completely away. The perfectly clean seawater is then safely discharged right back into the beautiful ocean, leaving zero toxic residue behind today. Only the pure, concentrated crude oil remains trapped inside the massive storage tanks, completely removed from the fragile marine environment. A dedicated skimmer force operates continuously around the clock, battling the dark slick relentlessly through the cold and windy night. Powerful floodlights illuminate the dark ocean surface, guiding the heavy machinery through the treacherous waters to find remaining oil patches. The relentless dedication of these mechanical giants ensures that no toxic residue is left behind to harm the innocent wildlife. As the morning sun rises, the incredible visual transformation of the previously contaminated ocean surface becomes completely undeniable and clear. The thick, suffocating black blanket of crude oil has been systematically erased by our incredibly powerful and efficient skimmer force. Slowly but surely, the natural, vibrant blue color of the beautiful ocean begins to emerge from beneath the toxic shadows. Seabirds cautiously return to the newly cleaned water, completely unaware of the massive mechanical effort to save their natural habitat. The successful removal of thousands of tons of crude oil prevents a catastrophic ecological disaster from destroying the coastal regions. These massive floating machines are the unsung heroes of environmental protection, utilizing raw industrial power to heal our damaged planet. Each rotating disc and moving conveyor belt plays a highly critical role in the complex battle against industrial pollution today. Without these incredibly advanced oil skimmers, the toxic spill would permanently devastate the fragile underwater coral reefs and marine life. The engineering brilliance behind the oleophilic technology proves that human innovation can effectively solve the most disastrous environmental mistakes today. Let us take a closer look at the heavy-duty hydraulic systems that power the massive lifting arms on board. High-pressure hydraulic fluid rushes through the thick steel pipes, providing immense lifting strength to maneuver the heavy skimmer heads. The skilled human operators remotely control these massive mechanical arms from the safety of the highly advanced ship command bridge. Precision joystick movements translate into smooth, powerful mechanical actions, dropping the heavy skimmers directly into the thickest oil patches effortlessly. The seamless integration of human skill and advanced mechanical engineering is absolutely vital for a successful and rapid cleanup operation. Every single piece of heavy equipment on this vessel is specifically designed to withstand the harsh, corrosive, saltwater ocean environment. Thick layers of protective marine paint prevent the vital steel structures from rusting away during these long, arduous recovery missions. Routine maintenance is constantly performed by dedicated engineers to ensure the massive diesel engines never fail during a critical operation. The deafening mechanical symphony of scraping metal and rushing fluids echoes across the vast open waters of the recovering ocean. Massive floating barriers continue to shrink the containment area, forcing the remaining crude oil into a highly concentrated, thick pool. This tactical containment strategy allows the hungry skimmers to operate at maximum efficiency, devouring the thick sludge without any hesitation. The dark, viscous fluid flows like thick, molten lava into the hungry collection troughs of the massive industrial skimmer machines. It is truly mesmerizing to watch the relentless mechanical precision as the viscous is completely erased from the surface. The sheer volume of recovered oil requires a continuous rotation of massive logistics barges to transport the hazardous waste away. As one massive storage tanker finally reaches its maximum capacity, another empty vessel quickly moves into position to take over. This carefully choreographed maritime dance ensures the critical skimming operation never has to pause for even a single short moment. The coordination between the small skimmer boats and the massive storage tankers is a brilliant display of advanced maritime logistics. Advanced radar and sonar systems help the fleet navigate safely through the crowded cleanup zone without causing any dangerous collisions. The safety of the dedicated crew remains the absolute highest priority during these incredibly dangerous and highly toxic recovery missions. Specialized protective gear shields the brave workers from the harmful chemical fumes constantly rising from the thick crude oil slick. Despite the harsh and toxic conditions, the relentless mechanical heartbeat of the heavy skimmers continues to pound through the waves. The fascinating physics of surface tension and viscosity are fully weaponized by these machines to capture the stubborn crude oil. Engineers constantly monitor the complex internal pressure gauges to prevent the massive transfer hoses from suddenly bursting under extreme stress. A sudden equipment failure could instantly release thousands of gallons of toxic sludge right back into the recently cleaned ocean. Therefore, absolute mechanical perfection is strictly demanded from every single valve, pump, and rotating disc involved in the recovery process. The relentless pursuit of a completely clean ocean drives these massive industrial machines to push beyond their normal operational limits. As the massive cleanup operation gradually nears completion, the density of the floating crude oil patches becomes significantly less concentrated. The specialized skimmers must now hunt down the remaining scattered oil slicks with incredible precision and highly advanced tracking technology. Drones equipped with high-resolution thermal cameras fly high above the ocean, guiding the skimmer fleet toward the hidden pollution. This incredible aerial perspective reveals the true massive scale of the mechanical victory achieved by our dedicated environmental recovery. The once devastated marine environment is finally given a second chance at life thanks to the relentless power of technology. Schools of silverfish are seen swimming freely beneath the newly purified surface, celebrating the departure of the toxic shadow. The heavy industrial pumps finally begin to slow down as the last remaining drops of crude oil are successfully captured. A profound sense of accomplishment washes over the tired crew as they secure the heavy machinery for the long journey. The massive skimmer heads are carefully lifted out of the pristine blue water, dripping with the final traces of sludge. Powerful water hoses are used to thoroughly wash down the contaminated equipment, preparing the mighty vessels for their next mission. The incredible journey of the recovered crude oil is far from over as it heads towards specialized onshore recycling facilities. There, the toxic waste will be carefully processed and repurposed, ensuring it never threatens another fragile natural ecosystem ever again. The successful deployment of the skimmer force proves that heavy industrial machinery can be the ultimate guardian of natural nature. We have witnessed a truly miraculous transformation today, from a dark ecological nightmare back to a beautiful, thriving marine paradise. The relentless mechanical sounds of the heavy-duty oil skimmers will forever be remembered as the saving grace of today. Every spinning disc and moving conveyor belt played a vital part in restoring the delicate balance of our precious oceans. The battle against environmental destruction is a continuous war, but today, human engineering has secured a massive and definitive victory. As the mighty skimmer fleet slowly sails toward the distant horizon, the vibrant blue ocean waves gently wave them goodbye. The incredible legacy of these massive floating machines will inspire future generations of environmental engineers to build even better technology. We must always remain incredibly vigilant and fully prepared to deploy these mechanical titans whenever disaster strikes our fragile planet. The stunning visual contrast between the toxic black sludge and the purified blue ocean is a powerful reminder of hope. Heavy machinery and advanced environmental science, working together perfectly, can overcome even the most devastating man-made ecological disasters today. Thank you for joining us on this incredible mechanical journey to save the ocean from completely devastating toxic oil pollution. This is Demolition Worker signing off. Stay tuned for more epic heavy machinery